biggest expenses? Find those. Number ones that you control, right? Can you control taxes through appeals? Yes. Insurance by basing appeals as well. But the number one thing is utilities.
Tom, what's the number one secret to successful mobile home park investing?
Finding the right parks, ones that have high opportunity with low entry costs, with a minimal. We plan on putting 10% of what we buy the park for into capital expenditures to bring the park up to its full potential. But the key there is keeping your cost under control, passing on expenses that shouldn't be paid by the park, that should be paid by the residents, and being a good landowner, be a good landlord, take good care of our people, give them what they need, and provide the services that they require to have a nice lifestyle in a manufactured housing community.
Awesome. So finding the right parks, right? Keep the costs under control, passing expenses on to the tenants that they should be paying. In other words, running a smooth, efficient operation, as well as being a great landlord. Brad, Rymer, what would you add to that, or even just exemplify for the listeners?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think Tom hit all the specific points. You want to be an efficient manager. You want to be an efficient owner. You can spot certain things where to create efficiencies in the expenses that most people cannot. And most investors in mobile home communities are still oblivious to what you can do to make this happen. It's not about raising the rental rates for the tenants to remove it from being affordable. It's about creating more efficiencies and being an effective manager.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like it's looking for inefficiencies and being a great manager, not necessarily just raising the rates and making it less affordable for the community. So let's dive into maybe a couple of those secrets. What would you say the best way you found to do that is?
Okay. Well, I mean, number one thing is Tom and I have worked together for a couple of years now. It's almost 5 years now, Tom, if you can't recall. But the first time Tom reached out to me, I came in as a consultant and working with finance, but the most effective efficiencies that you can work on are your biggest expenses. Find those. Number ones that you control, right? Can you control taxes through appeals? Yes. Insurance by basing appeals as well. But the number one thing is utilities. You have 4 big expenses. The number one that you control is utilities. Where are your biggest inefficiencies? And that number one is through leaks, because you're working with 80s and 90s construction, isolating and creating efficiencies in the leaks themselves and the infrastructure. Second thing is work with the cities, work with the municipalities to get some give back, some grants, and overall infrastructure gains.
Excellent. So efficiency with water and leaks, and then working with the cities to see if there's any rebates or anything else I mean, I guess it could be energy or green initiatives, right?
Yep.
Maybe it's lighting, maybe it's how you're using your water, or making maybe I know in California they're really big on making more efficient landscaping, right? So it takes less water, and they give you that kind of thing. Brad, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, zero-scaping, yes, definitely down in the Southwest territories, with the new efficiencies created with LEDs and solar technology. You no longer have to tap into the city or use your own energy to create street lighting. You do it through solar lighting.
Fantastic.
That's a great example.
Yeah, that's great. Tom, anything else to add as far as like efficiencies or ways to manage mobile home parks well to be able to maximize investment and also provide a great housing environment for the tenants?
Well, the key is keeping your managers that you have running the parks for you involved. Have them work with the tenants. If you have somebody that's not keeping their property in good shape, have them work with them. Make sure they understand what they're required to do. And in cases where, again, you're dealing with the low income or marginal income individuals or fixed budget individuals that don't have lots of excess cash. So you try to help them fix up their homes, keep them looking nice. We even have plans for a foundation that's going to help some of our people in parks come in, work with other local civic organizations to come in and buy the materials necessary to fix their homes, have the other civic groups work with us to provide the manpower to go in and help these individuals get their homes looking nice and increase the efficiency of the park.